From the cool days of Lionsgate home video and independent horror DVDs, circle the day of our Lord 2004, comes Toby Hooper's underrated, I will say, slasher Toolbox Murders, which is a remake of the old Toolbox Murders. We'll say up front, it's way better, in my opinion, than the original Toolbox Murders. Um, and before we even get to the actual movie here, I watched the extras on this. Well, I watched the trailers on this because I was like, well, I pop an old DVD to see what the trailers had on it. And man, what an all-star list of stuff here. It has like High Tension was advertised, I believe. May was advertised, which is kind of funny since Angela Bettis, what was her name? The same girl that played May actually plays the leading lady here in this movie. But yeah, what a time capsule. DVD's kind of a lost art, especially the old ones that was released back in the day. I know a lot of people want to upgrade stuff to Blu-rays and 4Ks and whatnot, but there's still a charm with these old video rental copies of movies, or just these movies in general, if you can get a hold of them. And it's kind of a nostalgic thing that can't really be duplicated. Plus, as far as I know, while the sequel of lesser quality is on Blu-ray from Screen Factory, there's no Blu-ray of Toolbox Murders, as far as I know, the Toby Hooper one. But nonetheless, we are at an apartment complex, and Sherry Moon Zombie shows up in probably the only non-Rob Zombie film that she's ever acted in. And she's like the lead person that walks in, and she's like the first victim. That's not a spoiler, that's just what happens. But I was really surprised to see Sherry Moon Zombie show up in this, because I've never seen this. And then, of course, our main character moves in with her husband, and he's got to go be away for a while. So while she's there, you automatically notice that the same thing she notices, that people are coming up missing, peculiar things are happening, and people in the apartment may or not be trying to kind of clue her in. There's a little bit of some, there's a guy that works there that seems to be wearing the same type of outfit as our killer is, and you're kind of like, is that the guy doing the killing, or is it something else? But of course, it all comes to be eventually, well, figured out as she figures it out. But in the meantime, there is some pretty good kills. There's a little bit of suspense, and it's way better than it probably has any right to be. Some people like to act like older, like the later half Toby Hooper films aren't that good, but this one was. Now, it does advertise Alligator in the, I think it's called Alligator, his Alligator movie or Crocodile, whatever it was. I've never actually seen it. Maybe it's called Crocodile. I've never seen that one, but it was advertised in the special features here. And going by that CGI creature, maybe that one wasn't that good, but this one was solid. And I think if you've not got the chance to check this one out, you definitely should. It's good acting. Of course, I believe Miss, let me find her name once again. Miss Angela Bettis was probably too good for our horror genre, because she definitely was solid in every horror movie that I ever seen her do. And I don't know what she does now. I don't know if she moved on to bigger or better things, or if she's still, circling around the genre, but I've not seen her in forever. The ending here, it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. There's a lot of tense stuff to the ending there, and at times you're kind of like, how is this going to end? Which I had seen online, it said that the sequel picked up directly where this one left off, but after watching this one and going back and at least watching the beginning of the sequel, I will say that that is not the case that I could tell. Although the sequel definitely amps up the gore. There's some gore here, there's some blood here, but the gore has really been safe for the sequel, which is the only thing it's got going for it. This one, though, is a 3.5 out of 5. Solid release. Lionsgate. There you go for you nostalgic people. Bonus features. It was widescreen, which was a big thing at the time, because there's a widescreen version. I guess a widescreen version and a full screen version of this, I suppose. I don't know. I used to be really bad and accidentally buy the full screen versions back in the day. Commentary with the director. Commentary with producers, theatrical trailer, and deleted scenes. So yeah, if you've not seen Toolbox Murders, pick this version up, and because it's definitely better than the sequel, and it's better than the original, and it's always good to have Toby Hooper in your ranks. And this is definitely an underrated one of his to have. So yeah, check it out.